Batman, War of the Realms, DCeased, Justice League, Shazam, Deadpool, Savage Avengers, Young Justice. I think that's all, but let's talk about all those comics and maybe one or two more. Stick around right after this. What's up, comic book fans? My name is Bruce Monroe, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome back for another episode of Comic Book Reviews, a weekly series where I review the books that I picked up at my local comic book shop. And this week was June 5th, 2019. I almost said May. Yeah, so I got 8 books to review, and I also picked up one trade that I'll show you guys at the end. And I got a little update on. I told you guys that I was going to review my the old 2011, I believe, or 2012 Manhunter series, and I got a little update on that as well. So yeah, let's not waste any more time and jump right into it. All right, so the books I picked up this week were Batman 72, DCeased number 2, Justice League 25, Shazam number 6, Young Justice number 6, Deadpool 13, Savage Avengers number 2, and War of the Realms number 5. Up first, we have Batman 72. This is written by Tom King and art by Jorge Fornes and Mikel Janin. This is another great book by Tom King. Another great Batman book. I've said it for I think every Batman issue that I've reviewed. It's been a great book, and this is no different. I love this issue. I love the writing of this issue. It was told through one person's conversation with another person. I don't want to say who it is because I don't want to ruin anything. It was just so well done. And the artwork by Jorge Fornes and Mikel Janin is just so great. I highly suggest you guys pick up this book once it gets collected in trade or omnibus, because I love this Batman run. It's such a good run. So yes, pick up Batman 72 or Batman in trade when it comes out. Up next, we have DCeased number 2. This is written by Tom Taylor and art by Trevor Hershine. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. This is a wonderful book. This is a book that's outside of continuity, so it's in its own little bubble, own little world, and it is fantastic. So this is issue 2. So in issue 1, the anti-life equation is starts spreading across the world, and people are basically turned into zombies of some kind, and and that zombie plague is starting to spread. I shouldn't say zombie. It's like the anti-life equation is affecting them, and they're turning into life killers. They basically just want to destroy anything that's alive, and that is affecting heroes and anyone who's affected by the virus. The virus can be transmitted through blood or through media, like on a phone or TV or anywhere else. So that's basically the basis of the story, since some heroes are being infected and the world is going crazy. It's just awesome. It's such an awesome, fun story, and I highly suggest you guys pick this up because it was really fun. And check out this cover, this variant cover. It is so freaking cool. So yeah, issue number 2. Definitely pick this up. All right, we have a big one. This is my pick of the week. This is Justice League 25, written by Scott Snyder and Jorge Jimenez, and art by Jorge Jimenez and Javier Fernandez. This is such a fantastic book. So we see the Justice League, our Justice League from the fifth, not from the fifth dimension. Our Justice League fight the future sixth dimension Justice League, and yeah, it is just such a crazy, awesome story, and the artwork is absolutely fantastic. I want to show you guys this one page. And there's this awesome twist in it. It's kind of a twist. Kind of saw it coming, but it's still awesome. And yeah, where is it? Oh, here we go. I mean, I don't even like Superman that much, but oh my God, Jorge Jimenez. That is such amazing artwork. But yeah, so they fight. Our Justice League wins. But once they go back to the normal realm, we see that we actually switch artists. We switch over to Javier Fernandez, which I can show you some of his artwork, which is not bad. I like it. It's just not my boy Jorge Jimenez. But we learned that when they come back, that the I was about to say Doom Patrol, the Legion of Doom has come while they were away, they helped save the world from Mxyzptlk, and they go on and tell the world what the Justice League did, even though they really didn't do it, but they destroyed the Source Wall. And Lex Luthor tells the world this and tells the world that they should do, that the world is ending and they should do what they think is right and grab with what is left for themselves, and basically trying to tell everyone that they should be villains. And so the Justice League has to obviously respond, and that's what the end of that issue is about. So it's the end of that arc. It was a big issue. There was so much artwork in there and so beautiful, and a lot happened. I highly suggest you guys pick this up. It's not a great jumping in point only because we already did issue 25, but it is going to be coming out in trade soon, and it'd be an awesome trade. So definitely pick this book up. Either try to pick up the single issues or pick it up in trade. Next up, we have Shazam number 6. This is written by Jeff Johns and art by Dale Eaglesham. This is definitely the best of all 6 issues so far. I think mainly because it didn't deal with the realms of magic. So that was really cool because we got lots of, I shouldn't say lots, but we got Black Adam, Dr. Shiva, Billy's dad was in it a bunch. We found out where he was and what he's been doing, and Billy and Mary got blasted back into the real world, and there's I shouldn't say a shocker, but Mary does something at the end that was like, whoa. And yeah, it was really, really fun. Jeff Johns, I knew it was going to get better at some point, and it finally did. So I can't suggest that you guys pick this up because I haven't really enjoyed it up until the 6th issue, but we are getting close to the end of this arc, and maybe the next arc is going to be that much better. Yeah, this was actually a fun read. All right, next up, we have Young Justice number 6. I gotta say, guys, I did not love this book. This is written by Brian Michael Bendis and art by John Timms. The art by John Timms is actually really good. It's no Jorge Jimenez or Russell Dauterman, which is coming up, but it was good. It's just the story wasn't, and this is such a shocker for me. This is written by Brian Michael Bendis, one of my favorite writers, and this book was just not written very well. It just seemed rushed, and there was like holes, and I don't know. This might be the last time I pick this book up. It's sad, only because I do love most of these characters. I'm really enjoying Jenny Hicks and Teen Lantern. I don't know. It was kind of like a slog to read, and I don't want the books that I pick up and spending my hard-earned money on to be a slog. But so this might be an end for me, so I can't recommend this book. I didn't really enjoy much of this run so far, so maybe if you're really interested in to see what's going on with these characters, pick it up in trade. But other than that, I would skip the book. All right, our first Marvel book of the week, we have Deadpool number 13. This is written by Scotty Young and art by Nick Klein. I've been bashing Deadpool the last few reviews. I think I've reviewed him twice so far on the channel, and I haven't really enjoyed the issues, but this is a War of the Realms tie-in, and this was actually really fun. Deadpool, it's a story of Deadpool going to Australia to help fight the trolls, and I don't know, it was just really funny. It was kind of like a classic Deadpool story. So if you like Deadpool and if you want to read a War of the Realms tie-in, this would be good for you. But yeah, the art by Nick Klein was great. All right, next up we have Savage Avengers number 2. This is written by, I think it's Gary, but it's Gerry. Correct me down below in the comments if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Gary Duggan, and art by Mike DiDeo Jr. The art was great. I really enjoyed the art, but the story just wasn't very, I don't want to say it wasn't very good. I didn't feel like it was written very well. But I'm going to keep collecting because this is only the 2nd issue, and I want to see where this goes. And I do like the heroes that are going to be in this book. Venom, Wolverine, Conan, Dr. Voodoo, and there's 1 or 2 others that I'm missing. Oh, the Punisher. So I want to see what happens, but this issue wasn't very good. So I'm not going to recommend that you guys pick up this, but you know, if you're interested in these characters, maybe wait for the trade or something. I don't know. All right, last but not least, we have, I was going to pick this for my book of the week, but Justice League 25 was so good. But this is War of the Realms number 5, written by Jason Aaron and art by Russell Dauterman. What was so cool about this book was that I think we saw all the heroes that were involved in this book, and I'm talking everyone. Gorilla Man we saw, and we saw Captain Britain, Captain America, Thor. We saw Doctor Strange's dog Bats, and there's a cool little blurb with him. We saw the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Wolverine, and the Warriors 3, and it's just so many great characters. The highlights were definitely Jane Forrester and Ross Solomon kicking the crap out of Dario Agger of Roxxon. That was one of my favorite parts. And then, what's my other one? Oh yeah, there's a great scene of the Punisher. Come on, focus. There you go. Giving weapons to the Light Elves, and the Light Elves just lighting up. I believe they're angels. But it was so good. And the artwork by Russell Darterman is just absolutely fantastic. Like, look at this other page. You got Wolverine, and I think it's the Warriors 3, and above that we got Hawkeye and Shang-Chi, I believe his name is. Oh man, just so good. And the story was excellent. Jason Aaron, like I said, I loved almost every single one of these issues. I will say there was a little bit, I've called it before, tie-in fatigue. It's just like there seemed to be places where I'm missing some information because I am not reading the 12 books yet that you have to be reading if you want to be fully up to speed of everything War of the Realms, and that's just bonkers to me. But look at this other page. It's so good. Thank you, Russell Darterman, for being who you are. It's so amazing. Yeah, and I can't wait. The last page of this book, I'm not going to show you. I want to, but I'm not going to because I've ruined this issue for you. But Jane Forrester, I love you. I cannot wait to see the next issue. So that's it for the week. Overall, a really good week. Love DCeased 2, Batman 72, Justice League 25. We actually had a good Shazam book, and War of the Realms, man. I'm loving it. Some people aren't. I don't know why, but man, this is such a fun book. And then, like I teased at the beginning, I did pick up a trade. I was perusing the shelves at Midtown Comics, and there's, like I said, being in the city, they usually have artists in that sign their books, artists and writers, and I'm reading Ascender, and as I was going down the bookshelves, what did I come across? Descender trade paperback #1. Oh, and who was it signed by? Jeff Lemire and Dustin Gwynn. I think I was saying Nigel before, but it's actually, I heard it was Gwynn. If you guys know what his last name should be pronounced like, put it down in the comments below. But so I'm excited to bring this to you guys. I'm also excited to own this signed copy of this book. So expect this in the next month or so. And then quick update on the Manhunter series from 2011. I'm through the first 4 issues, and I should finish the first arc in the next couple of days, and I'll bring that in next. I'll have a review on the channel next week, and that's actually so good. I am so glad I'm rereading it, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is the first comic I've ever reread. Like, I'm constantly churning through so many books. I don't think I've ever gone back and actually reread a series before, and going back and rereading this series, it's so good, and I'm remembering why I enjoyed the book so much back in 2011, 2012, and yeah, I'm excited to bring that review to you guys. So let me wrap up this video. Let me stop rambling. As always, if you guys like this content, make sure you smash that like button. If you guys are not subscribed, make sure you get yourself subscribed. And yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.